Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. So today I am going to discuss about the chapter that is number system. You know that from class 3, 4 you have already learning all kind of numbers. So I am trying to explain all the numbers in one video which will help every one of you who are from class 3 to class 10. Okay. So from the basic I will start. If you already know about the numbers, the basics, you can skip the video. So let's start today's session, and the session is about number system. Okay. So from the childhood we have already known that the number system is in three parts, that is even numbers, odd numbers and prime numbers. And there is another number set, that is composite number. We will discuss it sometime later. First of all, you have to know about the even numbers. What are the even numbers? So from the 0 it will start 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Imagine that all the even numbers are multiple of 2. If you look closely, then you can see that all the numbers in case of even number, they all belongs to the table of 2, right? Now let's move to the odd number. So the odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 up to infinite, because there is no end for any kind of numbers. It can be infinite. Okay. So now see the numbers on the even platform, right? On the even numbers family, the numbers as they are the multiple of 2, it means they can be divisible by 2. It means they all are the multiple of 2, and 2 will always be the one factor of all of this number, and it must have to be. Okay. So that's why we can assume a number that is 2m, and it will help on your upper class. When if you are in class 3, 4, 5, then you will not get that, but if you are in class 7, 8, 9, 10, you can understand what I am saying, that if any kind of number you have to assume on your own, then you can assume that 2m. And here the m's value we have to decide. The m's value will start from 0 and it will be tends to infinite. Any value can be here. Okay. So if we put the value from 0 and starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, we can put the values here and we will get the even numbers. Let's see some examples. Like if m equal to 0 here, as 2m is an even number, so 2m is an even number. So if m equals to 0, therefore 2m will be, as m equals to 0, so we have to multiply 0 here, the answer will be 0, and that is the first even number. Second, if we add suppose m equal to 15, okay, random numbers I am choosing, so therefore 2m will be equal to 2 into 15, as the value of m already I have taken 15, so it will be 30. See, this is also the multiple of 10, and as the 10 is divisible by 2, 30 is also be divisible by 2, and that's why it is also even number. So you can say 2m is the basic or universal form of any kind of even number. Now let us see some example of odd number. See, here I write that 2m plus 1. Look at the board, that the first even number is 1. If we add the first even number is 0. So if we add 1 with this 0, so then the answer will be 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1, that will be equal to 1. So let's see what happening here. What's happening here? If we take again the value 0, so if m equals to 0, then you can say odd number, the format of the odd number is 2m plus 1. So we can say 2 into 0 plus 1. And we know that if we multiply any number by 0, then the answer will be 0 and plus 1. So 1 and 0, if it will be 1. So additive identity, right? We have already learned about the additive identity, that if we add any number with 0, the number will remain itself. So that's why this is called additive identity. It starts from class 7 or class 8. Okay. So now 2m plus 1, just look at this. If we apply the 2m, then we will get the even number, and just we have to add a 1. So if we add an 1, then the answer will be an odd number. Let's take some example, that is m equal to 15, that is we already have done here. So therefore 2m plus 1, it will be 2 into 0, here we have taken the value of m is 15, so we have to put the 15 here plus 1, so it will be 30 plus 1. Just think that every even number if added by 1, then the number will be even odd number. The number will be odd number. Okay, if we add 1 with any even number, the answer will be an odd number. Okay, so any odd number, if it is asked you by your teacher that is it possible that any odd number will be divisible by 2, you will straightly say that no, because the format of odd number is the even number plus 1. So that's why 2m plus 1, and as 2m is divisible by 2 but 2m plus 1 is not divisible by 2, then you can say 31 is not an odd number. If we divide the 31 by 2, then we will face some fractional decimal or decimal fraction. Okay, so now let's move to the prime numbers, the very important. I have marked star here. So what are the prime numbers? The prime numbers are the numbers who can be divisible by itself and 1, and no other number are there to divide them, right? So we can say the numbers which can be divisible by itself and 1 only, then the numbers will be the prime numbers. Okay, so here the prime number, the first prime number will be 2. So this is the only even and smallest prime number of our prime number set. So 2 is the lowest prime number, then 3, 5, 7, 11. Now everyone just confused between the odd number and prime number. See here 7 up to 7, they all are odd number also and prime number also, right? Without 1. Okay, so in this case there is a gap of 2 but there is a gap of 4. So why this discrimination, right? So here the odd number, in the odd numbers definition, it is not mentioned that the number can't be divisible by other numbers, or it can't be have any kind of other factors, right? So that's why we can say 9 will be an odd number. Why? Because 9 can be divisible by itself, 1 and also 3. But in case of here, if we put 9 here, then it will break the rules of prime numbers definition. Why? Because in case of prime number, it is already said that prime number can't be divided by any other number rather than itself and 1. So that's why 9 will be not in the section of prime numbers. So the prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, after that 23, right? And so on. So you have to find the numbers who are not divisible by any other numbers rather than itself the number and 1. Suppose you have 29. So you can't divide the number by any other number, but you can divide it by 1, because if you something divide by 1, the answer will be the number itself, and if we divide the 29 by 29, so it will cancel out and the answer will be 1. So other than this, we can't do any kind of division operation, right? So for that reason, we can say if any number is not divisible by any other number rather than itself and 1, then the numbers will be prime number. Now here is an interesting fact. What is that? Let's see. So there is another kind of number, we call it as composite number, right? Composite number, you have heard about that, right? So composite number. Composite numbers. So what are the composite numbers? In number system, we already know that the numbers starts from, in case of positive side, even from starting from the even number, we are not talking about the negative integers. Okay, so from 0 it will be go up to infinite, right? On this section, the numbers which are not prime numbers, they all are composite numbers. That means if we talk about the numbers which are prime numbers, they will not fall into the group of composite number, but rather than all other numbers without the prime numbers are composite number. Okay, so let us take the numbers which are the prime number that are here we have already discussed. So rather than this, the other numbers also will be a prime composite number. So you can say it can be 4, it can be 6, 8, 10 and also 9. Sorry, 9 will be here because 9 is not thus in the set of prime number. So 9, 10, 12 and then 14, 15 and so on, they all will be the composite numbers. Okay, other than the prime numbers, all other numbers are the composite numbers. Okay, so now it's all about the basic number system, that is even number, odd number, prime number and composite number. Okay, so let's talk about the co-prime. Everyone I think confused about the co-prime, so today I will simplify that for you all. Okay, so co-prime, let's talk about co-prime number. What are the co-prime number? So for co-prime number we have to know the concept of factors, right? So let's see an example. Suppose you have 3 into 2, that is equal to 6. So after multiplying two numbers, we having the product, that is 6, right? So we can say the multiple of 3 and 2 here is 6, but the factors of 6 are 2 and 3. Why? Because both 2 and 3 can divide 6, and the numbers which are divided by another numbers, and that numbers will be the factors of that multiple. Suppose you have written 12. So what will be the factor of 12? That will be 2, 3, 4, 6, 12 itself and 1. Remember, in any case, if you are asked about the write down all the factors of particular number, remember the number itself and 1 also will be the factor of that particular number. Why? Because the number itself can divide itself and 1 can divide the number. So, and other than, we have to write down all the factors. Okay, so we will learn many things about the factors later, but first see that what are the co-prime numbers. Okay, so if we talk about co-prime, suppose I am taking 2 and 3, you will say that, sir, 2 and 3 already mentioned in the prime number, so why they will be the co-prime? In the definition of co-prime, it is mentioned that the co-prime number doesn't have any other common factors rather than 1. What am I saying? What I am saying, that is, in case of co-prime number, rather than 1, there is no any other number that can be divide both of the numbers. It means they have the only common factor, that is 1, and that's why it is a pair of co-prime numbers. For example, if you have 15 and 16, they also co-prime. So don't be confused that 16 is an also even number plus it is divisible by any other numbers, so it is not prime. 15 also not prime, but how they can be co-prime? I am talking about co-prime. It can't be exist for only one number. It always exists with a pair of number. So 15 and 16, just imagine there is no common factor of them rather than 1. So we can say 15 and 16 are co-prime. Let's take another example. Suppose 23, which is already a prime number, and after that we will talk about the 24. Suppose, so they have only one common factor, that is 1. 1 can be divided 23 and as well as 24. So we can say that only 1 is the factor of these two numbers. So there are any other number that can be factor of 23 and 24 commonly, right? There are no common factor of them rather than 1. That's why you can say they both are the co-prime of each other. Okay, and that is the concept of co-prime number. So we have already learned about the numbers which are co-prime number, which are composite number, which are prime number, which are odd number, and which are the even numbers. So on the later video we will learn about the natural number, whole number, integer, what are the integer, positive integer, negative integer and all. So keep watching the videos. If you like today's class, please like the video, share with your friends and spread the video to everyone about the number system. Okay, see you on the next video. I will discuss, I have already asked you that the later number systems are, that is natural number, whole number and all. I will discuss everything in detail. It will help you on your final exams and also in Olympiad and competitive exam. So see you on the very next class. Till then, stay safe and stay healthy.